How to choose the right online broker to trade on the stock market? Well, before finding out which online broker to use to trade on the stock market or invest on the stock market, you need to ask yourself this question first, or find the answer to that question first, is what is your strategy? What is your strategy when investing on the stock market or trading on the stock market? Will you be an active trader or a passive trader? Will you day trade? Will you buy and hold forever? Are you a dividend investor? Will you buy options? Will you swing trade? Will you write covered calls? And you also need to know the frequency of your trades, because based on that answer, choosing the right broker can be very simple, or the right online discount broker. Because for example, if you're a dividend investor, so if you plan on collecting the dividends, buying more stocks that pay dividends and never selling a stock, then you're not going to be a frequent buyer. Then in that case, you're not going to care about the commissions. If one broker charges $5 versus another broker that charges $7 or $10, it's not going to be a big deal if you buy stocks once a month, for example. So basically, you can choose any broker like Questrade or Investor's Edge or BMO Investors Line or RBC Direct Investing or TD Direct Investing, I believe, as well. And sometimes choosing a broker that's related to your current bank can be better, even though it might cost you a little bit more in commissions, but it might be better because you can transfer your money to that broker same day, immediately. So for example, if you have an account with CIBC and you open an online broker with Investor's Edge, let's say your money's in your savings account in CIBC and you decide that today you want to buy a stock, you can do that same day by transferring your money from your CIBC savings account to your Investor's Edge account, Investor's Edge trading account. So that gives you an advantage because you get to collect interest from your savings account, but also be ready to buy a stock right away instead of having the cash sitting in your trading account without collecting interest. So that's why it's important to know what your strategy is in order to help you choose the right online broker. So if you're going to buy and hold or just buy dividend stocks, so if you're not a frequent trader or buyer of stocks, then really any online broker will do. It's just a matter of thinking of the qualitative factors like convenience. But if you're going to be a swing trader, for example, so if you're going to buy a stock to sell it after a month or two, so you're going to be a frequent trader, so the difference in commission is going to make a difference. $5 every time or $10 every time is going to add up, especially if you're trading with a small amount. So if you're making 10% or 20% on $1,000, that's $100 or $200. So a $10 difference is gonna eat a good chunk of your profits. If you're an options trader, for example, then you definitely need to shop around because it can make a big difference. Options can be very expensive. For options, for example, Interactive Brokers is definitely the cheapest. I personally use Questrade just because I started off with Questrade and I like the interface. It's easy to use, it's user-friendly, it's fast, it gives me all the information I need. And compared to the other banks, it's the cheapest. But Interactive Brokers is definitely cheaper than Questrade. But the reason I didn't go with Interactive Brokers is because when I first started off, they had a minimum investment, or else there's like an annual fee or a monthly fee. And now for me to transfer to Interactive Brokers, it's going to cost me $150 per account I have. So that's the other thing, is you don't want to just choose the best broker right now, because eventually, even if you start off with $1,000, you know you're not going to stay with $1,000. You know it's going to grow. You're going to add more money to it. So you want to think long term, so you don't have to switch back and forth, because you won't always have a promotion where the other broker will reimburse your transfer fees. So going with the broker that you're going to keep forever is probably a good decision to make at the beginning, just to avoid the back and forth. So that's why it's important to know what your strategy is, because knowing what your strategy is will help you decide which broker to go with and to avoid changing or switching brokers during your investing period. So definitely if you're a buy and hold, if your strategy is to buy and hold, then choose the broker with the most convenience to you. The difference in commission is not going to make a difference, but obviously try to stay under the $10 range. Most bank brokerages right now offer that. Investor's Edge CIBC is the cheapest amongst the banks because it charges $7. If you want a discounted online broker, you've got Questrade that charges $5. And it takes actually only 1 day to transfer your money from your bank to Questrade. So if I transfer If I make the transfer on Monday, Tuesday morning, the money will arrive to Questrade. So it's still pretty good. Even if the advantage with the bank is that when you transfer it on Monday, it'll be in the account. It'll be in your trading account on Monday. With Questrade or Interactive Brokers, for example, I haven't tried Interactive Brokers, but with Questrade, it takes 1 day. I'm not sure how much time it takes with Interactive Brokers. So just to summarize, if you're a passive trader, then any online broker will do. If you're an active trader, then either go with Questrade or Interactive Brokers, as they are the cheapest for active traders in terms of stocks and option buying.